Pretty privilege. What does that mean? What does pretty privilege mean? What does it mean to you, Stephanie?
What it means to me is getting things out of favor instead of labor because of how you look.
Favor over labor.
Yeah, labor over.
So you know that group photo you do at the end of the day.
Ah.
And aside from height, you just get the way they will keep the 5 people for front.
They're for front so that they know that our school has 5 days. Yes, what?
I went to one school. The guy had even graduated, but because he was half German, they still brought him back.
They brought him back to do photo shoot. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, so Nigerians. Pastor Baby Boy is here again. I am here to, you understand, give you sweet content. And today we have an interesting guest. But before we go on, I'm so happy today. Like I'm just so excited today. Well, there's so many reasons why I'm excited, but first and foremost, Davido is back. OBO is back.
I'm happy for him, yeah, but
Davido is back. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm happy today. But at So Nigerian Podcast, we are always going to give you sweet and interesting topics. And today we're going to be talking about pretty privilege, beauty bias. That's one of the things that as a youth or as a person, it's always lingers in society, everywhere, in your school, in your work, everywhere. Beauty bias is everywhere. Male and female. Don't worry, we'll get to it. Just don't worry. And today, we have a guest. We have our sister. Our Oga Madam. You know when we say somebody's an Oga Madam, we have an Oga Madam today.
Is there?
We have the beautiful Stephanie Nneoma Mbachu.
Yes. I love it. I love that you said my full name. Because if you didn't say my full name, I would have corrected you and would have started off wrong.
See, I love that name, Nneoma.
Yeah, it means good mother, which is so weird. Because mother, for
Good
real.
what?
Good mother in Igbo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm Igbo, of course.
Are you looking to be a mom soon?
Soon.
Yeah.
My brother. No, not soon, but
Soon.
I would want kids, but after I'm successful. Maybe like Rihanna, that kind of woman.
Oh, yeah.
We feel it. And today,
I can be a ASAP working.
I love your energy. I love it. Hi guys. Do I introduce myself or are you guys?
please do,
sure.
so that ASAP Rocky can know more.
Come on. Hi guys. My name is Stephanie Nneoma Mbachu. I always say my age. I'm 23. People don't believe that, but I'm 23. I'm a writer, content strategist. I do everything. Like I write for people. I'm in front of the camera, behind the scenes. Just all of those things, and I'm very excited.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, jack of all.
Master of all.
Of all, like samurai.
You're welcome. We are honored to have you here.
I'm very honored to be here.
We're very honored to have you.
You guys, I'm not even playing because Dami always thinks I'm bluffing. I listen to this podcast religiously. And it's very annoying that they don't have, sometimes they post on Saturday, sometimes on Tuesday. They don't have a day where, every Friday, 7 p.m.
All our vibes.
We're posting. So it's literally vibes. Like religiously, I listen to this podcast. I started listening to it when I was in Port Harcourt and I was just like, what? Like, I really enjoy it because I told Dami before that Nigerian basically tells a Nigerian story to people who live in Nigeria and people who are abroad. So it's like, if you want to understand Nigeria, listen to So Nigerian podcast. They've touched Japaring, built a lot of things. I really love this podcast. I really, really love you. And you guys should listen to it.
We love you more.
I really love it.
We love you more.
Yeah, but sometimes, the thing with me is I wish I can be commenting, like your video, comment, but I listen to it. I'm just like, I love it. I love the podcast for real.
As she already said, commenting, like you guys should also do the same thing.
Do the same,
comment, subscribe our YouTube, be cool. Please
support the movement.
Support the movement. Share to your family and friends because we are putting a lot of work into making this happen. So today we're going to be talking about pretty privilege. As your favorite podcast, we always get to the nitty and gritty straight up. We don't no time to waste time. We only just tell you how Davido is back. So you can know, so they can pre-order the album.
Can we move on?
Are you a hater?
I'm not a hater. I'm on the opposition side.
Nigga, mind your words. Mind your speech.
I'm on the opposition side.
He's a grieving dad. You can't.
No, I mean obviously.
Don't be manipulating.
No, come on, don't do that.
I saw one tweet. I'm sorry for cutting. I saw one tweet where somebody was like, people will feel guilty to roast the video. I have to say, just watch and see.
I feel like
the thing is, all them risky FC guys, they have no. Let me not go there, but they don't get limits. You understand? Whether you're grieving or you're not grieving, they will
So weird. Because one of my best friends is the head of the gang.
Are you serious?
Yes. Whose name I will not drop. But yeah.
Yeah, we are back. We're back today, and pretty privilege. What does that mean? What does pretty privilege mean? What does it mean to you, Stephanie?
What it means to me is getting things out of favor instead of labor because of how you look.
Favor over labor.
Yeah, favor over labor.
See, that's the forget the definition of pretty privilege. That's actually all is your definition. Favor is always more than labor.
Yeah, favor over labor because of your pretty face, your bunda, and whatnot. Yeah, that's what I think pretty privilege means. Basic. Yeah.
So, but like, how do you think it manifests in like Nigerians? Pretty privilege to me, Let me even say what it means to me. I feel like it's when you're getting keys to doors of like opportunities just because of your beauty or your face that's already set by like social standards.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, and there are so many situations, so many circumstances that we're going to dive into this topic. So just keep yourself on your toes, keep your ears ready because we're ready today. And how do you think it manifests in like Nigerian society as a whole?
Are you asking me like how it started basically, or?
Basically, how did it start? Like from when did you understand pretty privilege and say, so this thing is real?
Yeah, okay, so there are babes who will just sit down in their house and somebody's buying them a G-Wagon. Somebody's taking them out. Somebody's flying like every month they're outside of the country just because of how they look or how their body is or how they speak. So I'm just like, is this real? Because sometimes you hear, there was a conversation on Twitter where somebody was like, nobody can give you 7 million. People girls in the comments just say they play. There are people who are getting standard like $20,000 every month.
It gets some bunda where I go see. I just stick my life.
I have a friend that has other friends. And like they used to tell her that, you're not using your beauty well.
You're not using your beauty well.
Like, she's like, I don't understand. But these babes are going to Dubai, they're going to this place. And like, bro, they're not the ones obviously funding it. Do you understand? So I understand where people will say, nobody will get 7 million.
But people are, I know a person who is getting a lot of money just to, okay, baby, you want to go to Malaysia? You want to go to Bohi? Okay, I got you just because you're fine. There are people, because I was saying to my friend one time, there are people, it's just, sometimes it boosts the male ego. Like, in a sense where you call a person just because, this person looks nice. You're just like, let me just give you, let me just slap money. And sometimes they do it disrespectfully. Like, I have the money, you're beautiful. Do you want this money or not? My friend, will you take this? That kind of thing. So,
but the thing is, the flip side of them boosting the male ego is they're raising the bar for we up and coming guys.
Oh my God. They're raising the bar.
Because I can't, guys will use, send your account number to slide into DMs.
Yeah.
Me, I'm just my hey, hi,
hi.
I think I cute.
You just have big so far.
I can't ask people for your account
number.
Let's go to Mega Chicken.
Do you understand?
They're taking other people to Dubai. I say, let's go to Mega Chicken.
Do you understand? So like they're raising the bar for that, guys.
Yeah.
Do you know the first time I realized that there was something like pretty privilege?
Okay.
Back in primary school. See, I won't really say like I realized then, but growing up and getting understanding on pretty privilege, I realized that actually people they enjoy pretty privilege even since primary school. That's why people will say people that are pretty or are very, very beautiful don't really know what pretty privilege is because they've not known a life without it. Things have just been easy for them. So like they don't really see a life, so they don't really understand the concept or dynamics of pretty privilege.
Wow.
So like in primary school,
what?
Let me tell you when I noticed that pretty privilege was real in primary school, was when it's time for that group photo. You know that group photo you do at the end of this thing. And aside from height, you just get the way they will keep the 5 people for front.
They're for front so that they know that our school has 5 babes. Yes. What?
You get anything? Is that mixed with the dynamics of like skin tone, gender, and like tribe too, kind of into like hardening of beauty privilege, beauty bias. Because in that primary school, bro, like almost every school poster you see, there's always a light-skinned
kid
or defined interracial kid on their poster. You see, I went to one school. The guy had even graduated, but because he was half German, they still brought him back
to do photo shoot.
I'm not even joking. They still brought him back to like take a picture, and I'm like, so us we can't day, we just did. Us we actually did the class. People cannot use us. It's because
we know light skin, we know to find.
You get so like all those kind of like little privilege, and it's in depth, like it's embedded in us. In us is like internalized.
And this is as at that time we didn't really understand what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
But me, I used to feel mom was even down to church. Like when like the others uncles are rushing to carry the fine babies. I got all day they crawl. I not crawl. Like, I got all day they not crawl. But like I was still small. You know, I used to be like, how are they not carrying me?
They carry ugly baby.
Why they not carry me? Why they carry these other ones? You know what I'm saying? I really used to reason.
Isaac was the kind of kid.
Don't enter me.
Wait now, Isaac was the kind of kid where they do Ujuju Kalaba for
wow.
You are the use for devil. You are the for devil for Jesus drama. No but my head.
Mad.
But like you can just see that kind of like internalized pretty privilege. You know, like there was like a designated child that was doing Ujuju Kalaba in every school play, and then there was like a designated child that was doing princess, queen.
You know, yes. The dark person will play the devil, the light person will play the angel, the holy. You know, it's just a Nigerian thing. You know, it's just a Nigerian. Because I think it stems back to, and this is not me trying to be political. It stems back to colonialism. Because you know, when a lot of Nigerians were here, and like you know, the British obviously colonized us. They were here up until like the late 1960s. They're light skinned. So if they see another person that is light skinned like the white people, it's just like, oh my idol, like oh you're light skin, how are you light skin? Chineke, you have a light skin body, you know. It traces back to 60 years ago, you know, and they see a light skin person. It's even worse if you have an accent because it's just like, hi God, I just want to worship you.
Oyinbo.
You know, Oyinbo. Everybody calls Oyinbo like
Oyinbo. You call Oyinbo, it's bust the like do you understand?
No, when I was in university, that was my nickname, and this is not me even trying to front. Yeah, they call me Oyinbo. And my reverend father calls me Oyinbo. Like, that's actually my nickname. I'm a Nigerian to the core. Like, I may speak a different way, but I'm I'm Nigerian to the core. But yeah, you know, it's just embedded in the society. And
another aspect of growing up or secondary school that I can remember pretty prevailed was when they want to pick king and queen for like March past. I didn't know that shit till like SS3, and like I always wanted to do that thing. I did SS. I don't know how. Maybe it was SS2, SS3.
You as an average.
It was not like all the fine boys for the house don't graduate. You don't pick this guy with all. I feel like that's how they pick him because in my mind I'm like, why is it only this light skin fine guy?
Light skin. You have to look a certain way. You have to be slim. You know, it's just a lot. You have to be slim, light skinned, nice hair, nice lashes, luscious. Like, and you have to look like you eat money to an extent. They say, okay, this one is perfect, even if you cannot walk well. Because as a queen, you know how you have to have, you know, be a queen in all sorts of ways, but you're not a queen. And then they make you there just because of like your appearance. You know, it applies to different things. People get opportunities because of things like that. Well, I'm just gonna let you ask.
I think even in the sense of like opportunities.
Yes.
I've had, you know, or I've heard situations where especially acting roles and acting roles, modeling roles.
I want to say something.
But majorly
let me just no, because I'll be name dropping and I don't want to name drop. You know, you have to be political. You have to be political. There's this particular producer. She owns. I'm going to be very political.
Let's leave her.
It's like you see her movies and it's the same set of light-skinned people who cannot really act. Meanwhile, there are dark-skinned, talented people who are not even slim. They're, you know, they have, you know, some kind of fat. I'm sorry that sounded offensive, but you understand what I'm trying to say. It's like, why do you always keep on using the same person all the time? It's because they want their poster to look nice. Imagine making like a poster and it's a fat, robust person with fussy hair. It's not very attractive.
But the only thing that's like social standard. Like
social standards of beauty.
Social standards of beauty. Because if we didn't grow up to think that you have to be light skinned,
you have to be light skinned,
slim to be fine. We wouldn't see those posters as unattractive. Like those fat or dark people posters as unattractive. But just the way society has defined
beauty. But that's the thing. That's another thing I want to clear with you. Not clear per se, just add to it. Beauty varies in different places. I'm going to give you an example. In America, Miami babes are proper babes. Atlanta girls, there is the California girls. You might be a 10 in New York, but in Miami, you're a 5. So beauty varies. In Miami, they don't look at your bunda. What they look at is your face, your hair, your makeup. So I think in Lagos State, beauty standard is a little bit of BBL, bone straight. There's this particular glasses that you must have.
That will be
your
like
lashes.
I shall be on boast.
Your Arya Star type of skirt.
Lagos.
That's beauty standard for Lagos. Then you go to places like Abuja. They're fully clothed though.
Yeah.
With scarf.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty standard in Abuja. So let's talk about different.
But there's one, common factor they all have. Guys have that luscious bunda.
No.
Bunda has to be there.
No, I don't. I think it's still now. We'll move to like the spec conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I'm not a.
You're not a yash person.
Yeah, you understand? I'm just more. You fine.
So if you see a babe, what's your type? Describe your type.
My type is slim.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
That if you mean physically.
Type on paper, like on paper.
Slim, fine, can hold a conversation.
Okay. What about you, Dami?
You will sleep here by the time. See, first, fine face.
Come on.
Luscious
Come
hair.
on.
Bunda.
Come on.
Very round like apple. Apple shaped. Apple shaped booty. Like, you get.
I love it.
But obviously, like, that one is just everybody's society's appearance fixated,
Yeah.
My true type is, it's personality inclined.
Personality.
All those things are added value, but
come on, it's the physical that will attract you to the person.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. Society is so much about appearance, like appearance fixation. That even when you want to submit your CV, you first, Mr. Macaroni go first.
They will gauge you, like
Mr. Macaroni no need look your CV before
you go first gauge
offer you job.
Decision.
You get like, so that's what like pretty privilege does. Like the key to the door of opportunities that pretty people or attractive people
to the
have.
kingdom.
Other people that are average looking, they don't forget them.
True.
They can't have it because they have to work twice as hard because their appearance won't give them that edge for them to see the value they can offer.
Which is sad.
You get so like that's why like there's so much disadvantages of pretty privilege that we don't even talk about enough. But in Nigeria, the way it starts manifesting or like how it has been internalized is from childhood. You get, and like you guys said about standards, man. The standards of of a fine babe in Lagos can be different from the standards of a fine babe in Abuja, and like you get like, but it still stems on even the ones that you don't even think that they meet the standards. They still have like like face pretty. Even if you know that the person is not up to the standards of Lagos, you can just tell that this person is still fine, and still so there's still like little bit of privilege that this person will be experiencing. You get so like, and it's sad that almost society, beauty standards, everything, like you already said, like light skinned, like so many movies and like we have an episode on colorism actually.
Yeah. I love that episode. I loved it.
Thank you.
But you also like circles around skin tone. You get like who people, a dark skinned babe. A darker skin
hit the nail on the head. Yes, because you can be pretty, there's the dark skin beauty. Like I don't know who to call. Like, you have to, even if you're dark skinned. So let me do this arrangement.
Yeah.
You're light skinned, you're fair, you have good, you are number 1.
Yeah.
Then if you're light skinned, you can be light skinned, but you can have a little body, you're number 2. Then the dark skinned girls, you just have to look a certain way. You have to look like a model before you go top 3. You can be dark skin and you might be pretty. It happens in all the industries. Modeling industry, you have to just have a particular your bone structure just
symmetrical
has to,
face.
Like,
before they consider you, okay, you're dark skinned, Lupita Nyong'o. Like, okay, you're dark skinned, but you look like this, and I don't know why they have a fetish for bald skin.
Bald skin, bro.
You have to be bald. Like, you have to be bald before they say, okay, this one, you are nice. You go bring
like
money.
there was this Nigerian babe from Benin that won Miss Universe or
the Nigerian
so
girl.
she has
She has that
structure.
with the low cuts.
Yeah, with the low cuts and
my
everything.
God, she's pretty.
So let me understand you guys now.
Okay.
So there's like, so basically you guys are saying there's just face type pretty privilege, and then there's body, like your face might not even be all that,
but
your body,
yeah.
your body and the way you carry yourself, the way you move that body,
and
then it's not like skin tone type beauty, because pretty privilege, and then it's like that means dark skin girls too can enjoy pretty privilege to an extent.
They can, but you have to look a
certain way.
So with dark skin girls, it doesn't have varieties with light skin girls. Dark skin girls, it's just one. You have to look a certain way. But with light skin girls, you can be
you might not even be that pretty, but you're just light skinned.
You're just light skinned. Do you understand? So if they see a light skinned girl on Twitter, everybody wants to double tap her picture just because she's light skinned, just because maybe she did her hair some certain way. It's just, it's very bad. If you actually think about it, it's very bad. And I wish it didn't happen. But society never answers our wishes.
What do you think of the society in Nigeria? Like, what are beauty? Like, you already mentioned like BBL,
Yeah, BBL, yeah.
Do you know anything? When when you're saying something about like beauty in Abuja. One time where I did my Bagara ends. I see BBL, I'm like, the target audience is not here.
It's not here. Like, you're supposed to be in Lekki. See, how can you have Yash and you're in Bagada? No, for real. Because if you have Yash, you're supposed to be in Lekki phase 1.
No, but they are sugar
or Banana Island.
Low-key.
Okay, Magodo.
Ogudu. Thank you.
Those places they have, but you have to.
Bagada is never that bad.
Come on. She called Magodo and I'm good. Not I said Magodo, I'm good.
But yeah.
Bagada
in our trenches.
Nobody take Bagada. So if I say generally there is literally, when it comes to bunda or like some other certain types of like pretty privilege and all of these things, let's now go back to how or circumstances where you have personally you have observed that pretty privilege happen. I already dropped one, like the way some light-skinned girls in my primary school class, they just put them for fronts and then they sit down for fronts, and then they did cover of everything, like they're always at the cover of magazine, of the school magazine, yearbook and all of these things. Like, it already stems from there. So, like, I want to talk about, like, real life circumstances that you've experienced. Pretty privilege, they walk cool. It might not be to you. It might not be for. It might be for you. It might be to you.
Okay.
So, like, for example, now let me say an example.
Okay.
When all those times where people are struggling in line, bank, they give you number 230, but then one fine shot, you just sorry, excuse me. Some she just drop one excuse, and then the way she carries herself, the way she moves, and
excuse me, sir, please, like the sun is burning me.
Everything.
Come on, baby. I know.
This is what happened to me. The man gave me number 206. I won't go fight for my money.
This is the PTSD I'm talking about. He remembers the time, the place.
He remembers the number.
Shorty came and she got number 110. So I'm like, why are the 100 people in front of me?
Yeah.
Then they gave me 206. So I'm like, do you get like even standard, like to people, they'll just do those little things.
Yeah.
And do you know anything to that babies? I just went there and
I just went there,
and peaked.
Like,
that's why when you guys said, when female friends are telling them, say, my babes, they use your beauty well. If I get this, your you get like some things, some privileges or some things that would have been accumulating. So just for real life circumstances to you guys, especially you, Stephanie.
Okay, I'm honored for you to think I'm beautiful. But like I was saying on set before we filmed, that I don't think I have experienced it. I might, a lot of people say it's a lie, shut up. I don't think I've ever experienced it. Okay, so I'm saying sometimes with me, my friends usually tell me, and this is something I know, of course I'm beautiful. I wouldn't say I'm in a group of people and people don't pick me out. Yeah. Of course, I'm getting picked out. But another thing I kind of want people to understand is I'm a very intelligent babe, for those of you that don't know. I'm actually very smart. So even if I know that, okay, I got to this level 1 because of how I look. But when I open my mouth, I deserve it. I actually deserve whatever I'm getting. So it's like sometimes people are like, it's a lie, it's because she's beautiful. No, of course I'm beautiful. I'm not going to deny that. You might be ugly, but I'm beautiful. I'm talented.
I think some people can confidently call people ugly. I don't. I don't have that mind to call people.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Don't take it personal. But sometimes it might be very annoying when somebody's like, you only got it because you're beautiful. You only got it because you're light skinned. I'm actually intelligent.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So, but anyways, have I ever experienced it? I would say yes, because sometimes when I go to places, and I'm just on my own, because I like to go with glasses, face masks, everything. They will still always pick me out. And I cannot just help it. And it's very annoying, because at the end of the day, they want to ask me for my number, or they want to take me out. And if you know me, I'm not really...
That's the thing.
It's very annoying. Like,
they already give you that privilege to get something back. So now they want
something back, because, okay, I put you in line, or I didn't make you wait this long, or, fine girl, let me serve you or something. And next thing, they will just be talking to you. If you give me your number, like, from where to where, my brother? Like, from where to where?
That's the thing about accommodating pretty privilege. Something has to give.
Something, yeah.
Something always.
But it's not every time, but most times.
Most times.
Yeah.
Like I know someone that she got to interview after her NYC. She got to interview with she met someone at the club, and then they got talking another, and then he was like, oh, what do you do now? And then she explained everything, and he was like, oh, come on Monday and let's do an interview.
And then everything
she did interview, everything was said, okay, I'm in the company now, bro. This guy did disturb this girl. Oh, let me come for dinner in my house, and he's actually married. And she's like, no.
We go through a lot, guys. Bro, I'm not even playing.
This guy actually requested that she gets a promotion less than 3 months into her
into the job.
Hey, God.
So he would
see I get bunda.
So he go tear her yash.
And like I get
bunda on fine face.
Yeah. But with me, of course, there are different factors. The pretty factor, there is a smart factor, but I won't lie, and this is a little secret, because I love So Nigerian podcast. Where I am today is because of nepotism. That's why I believe in nepotism to an extent. Now let me explain it. Privilege. Yeah. Let me explain it. I believe in nepotism because there's no way in hell, not that kind of nepotism. There's no way in hell I'm in power. Not in power like president. No, not that. There's no way in hell I'm a CEO and I know somebody who can do the work, because I'm a very disciplined person. If you can do the work and you're my friend's sister or something, I will put you there. Because at the end of the day, there are other people who can do the work that are not related to me. But because I know you, it's just like there's no way. I tell my friends these things all the time.
Yeah.
There's no way I'll blow and my friends will be somewhere working in an office.
Obviously not.
Except they really genuinely want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that. I move up, my friends are moving with me. That's the thing with nepotism. Because some of the things that I've gotten, I've worked with certain companies, I don't want to name drop here, is because I knew somebody that knew somebody. You helped me get a particular thing. It's just because I knew who Dami was, and Dami knew somebody that got me.
You're plugging for you don't plug in anything.
Dami plugged me into
pretty
something
privilege.
else. This is what we're talking about, privilege. Privilege, sometimes it just helps you. And another thing I kind of want to tell people is, maybe when you get to a place, if you've managed money, because you can struggle, one thing with me is I will always make sure I stand out when I'm in a particular setting. There might be 100 people there, but I have to stand out one way or the other. You might not be
wait. Okay. Now that you mentioned something about standouts, that's another thing that's perceived about pretty people or people that are conventionally attractive by social standards. Because they tend to be much more happier, confident. Like they have that zeal, like they have that passion to stand out because they know they are pretty.
I get your question, but
it's not really a question. It's not really a question, but like it's almost pretty people actually like they're perceived to be much more healthier. Like
it's not healthy.
I'm not joking. It's the truth.
Do you guys think so?
Yes,
that's the truth.
Yes,
that's
because they are much more. Fine person is much more. But you say, far from baboon. You get where you
the thing is, some pretty people like her experience now. Some people they don't think like that.
Some people do not think like that.
They don't go for an interview thinking that, my pretty privilege is going to work for me. Do you understand?
Obviously, clearly no.
But me, if we're in the same interview now, I feel reason say, this babe will obviously get the job.
But
she that is actually the pretty person. She won't really.
True. I don't have sense up there. And you are not, so you might get the job at the end of the day. Just make sure you stand out. There are some people in the world who don't, of course,
like your confidence, self-confidence.
Yes, sell yourself. Just sell. Make sure they remember you when you step out. It's just, I know that sometimes you might not feel opportune to do that because of the type of society you're in, but just try your best. Really try your best. I just know.
But still stands back on that, confidence. Pretty people, they have that confidence. So like he always tells, like they just because like you're already attractive enough. So that confidence is just in you. You know anywhere you can, you don't need to bath. You don't need to wash your and you say
I say look kilo for balls.
I'm just saying like you don't really need to style your hair or do a certain way or like work hard on your appearance for you to
I think like I get what you're saying because to some people like the pretty privilege has done like 50% of the work for them, so they don't have to like go extra hard.
Exactly.
Nobody has offered to take me abroad. Nobody has bought me house. Nobody has bought me car.
Your pretty privilege never reached that level. The pretty privilege never reached that level.
But that thing is exposure and putting yourself there.
Exactly.
But I'm out there now.
It's like when your babes, it's like when your babes tell you you're not using your beauty enough.
I was reading this story.
Yeah.
About how babes, runs girls, pay people to take them to like all these AGMs of all these big companies because they know that is where
their target audience.
Their target market is. Do you understand?
The target audience.
You can't. You won't obviously like. Obviously, they will have their own clientele. They will have their own people that they have their own people that they meet with and all that. Do you understand? But to get that
rule,
that's
definitely.
They have to
be a certain place. Exactly. If my uncle should find out I'm in a certain place because of such, they will kill me. My uncle.
Everybody will get home training now.
No, it's not like I come from an extremely proud family, like the Mbachus. So I'm related to the Mbachus and the Ikakas. They're extremely very proud in Imo State.
Yeah,
they hate when you need money and you're asking somebody that is not them.
Yeah.
They hate it so much. If my uncle should find out that,
are you guys adopting?
I don't know. Sometimes they're annoying. You know how family members can be annoying, but I really appreciate them for that. I've said it in different podcasts. Like you just have to ask and give a valued reason why you need something. Sometimes they will say no. They'll feel like, oh, you don't really need it. Okay. It's just awkward. I was telling my friend, it's just awkward. I can't bring myself to ask somebody that is not related to me for money. I just cannot. I just can't. And I'll be dying in poverty. I just can't.
I think that one is just selectively to you.
Yeah.
Do you know the funny thing? Yeah, it's just like a personality thing to you. Not everybody can have that mentality.
I'm not judging you guys. Do what you because Nigeria is a very hard place.
So if you want to beg for money, beg.
Beg, bro.
Yeah, text Arrows. Arrows they do give you. Just text me.
But don't text me, Sha. Don't text me for money. But the funny thing, the best people talk about pretty privilege, or the best people that have been in situations where they've, observed pretty privileges. Those people that they didn't grow up fine, they didn't grow up pretty. They had an era where they were not conventionally beautiful or pretty.
Yeah.
And we're also going to dive into that. But those are the people that have more to say or have experienced more about pretty privileges because the time where they're not attractive now they know some people did not grow up handsome or beautiful. Some people like this
there's that adolescence glow
up. So they know like as a child now, like people in primary school, secondary school, where they're always using to do Juju Calabaro, they already know that like it's already in their head, and then they just grow up probably puberty, nice beard or like the yash don't grow, the breast, everything, like the face is getting asymmetrical and everything. So like those are the best people that actually have, because they know the opportunities they're getting there with Juju Calabaro. Now that they're not handsome or more beautiful, they're not getting good roles and conventional roles.
And another thing is, like the kind of they've seen what being pretty will get you.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people
most of them work on their appearance.
Yes. Work on they want to do so much to get that hair. They want to do so much to get the lashes. They want to do so much to change the color of their skin.
Start bleaching and all that.
They start bleaching. They want to do so much to get that perfect body, that perfect figure eight. It's just loud. And it's not something that should be done. Like it's not, we should feel confident in our skin. And but the kind of society that we're in, you just have to look a certain way. It's just really sad that people are struggling. I must get that bob. I must get that bone straight. I must get this. So that because I've gotten this, it's like you're spending money to make more money. Yeah. Literally.
Do you know the funny thing? Yeah, like you can see how it then brings us to even the next question, because you said something of like those people, they can see what they are getting from the pretty privilege. And
Okay.
people don't know how dangerous pretty privilege is, or how dangerous pretty privilege can be.
Yeah.
In the sense of, people or some certain people are treated poorly because they don't look a certain way. So like it's really dangerous, like your self-worth or your self-esteem, if you are in that group of people that you are treated a certain way because
you don't look
a certain standard. Your yash no
Yeah.
big, your
Yeah.
skin is not light,
Yeah.
your face is not symmetrical, or all of these things, or your hair isn't just that good.
It's still embedded in
every form of privilege is actually bad, Shaz. Even that your nepotism can get to a point where nepotism.
No, definitely. I was going to say that, but
every form of privilege.
Obviously, like nepotism, that kind of nepotism you're talking of is good, definitely. Yeah. If the person is getting it based on merit,
okay.
Because, for example, if I need a writer now, I know you can write,
okay,
and you'll be my next point of contact because you can write. But
some
people will just be like,
contact.
Yeah, but some people will just be like, oh,
but you helped him out. Why you help me out?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, true.
You get
exactly.
But you're not as qualified as him. That's why I helped
exactly,
him out. Like I really put in the word for him.
Yeah, so I was going to say something. What you were saying,
in terms of being dangerous.
Yeah, I think it bets body shaming because there's now that standard. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, for example, now if I go for an interview and I tell Arosa, oh, when I want light skin guy with beard and give the job, no, he now be like, oh, now because say you ugly, because say you do this, do you understand?
Yeah.
It might be a joke, do you understand? But me, I go back to my room and I'm like,
deep arm, you got a deep arm. Like, am I really that ugly?
Am I really ugly? They should make I go do surgery. Do you understand?
They pick this person because of
I don't entirely agree, but I don't entirely disagree.
Okay.
Let's
hear your point.
I just think that, in that case, pretty privilege, like some people can just look good, but then just not as pretty as people that got the opportunity.
Yeah.
You might look good too.
Yeah, but why you getting?
But what I'm just saying is
the
that
opportunity because you are finer than me. Why are we not putting our
that's
CV on the table?
It's internalized.
Compatriots, we're in Nigeria, guys.
It's internalized in society. Even when you go back to marketing, even in marketing, like they go put the finer people first. Like there's some offices that if you don't find, they know their employees.
No, definitely. There's a certain bank in Nigeria. I don't know if they're still doing now. They will, for their marketing department now only light skin babes.
I know this bank. And you people are even bad at your jobs. All your people are jackbarring.
You define bank sponsorship.
Let me keep my mouth firm. But another thing, because I wanted to speak on the danger from another point of view.
Everyone deserves love,
crazy, man. Yes, there's crazy jealousy as well. There are people who have been killed just because, like, I'm not good looking. This person got it because she's good looking. I'll show her Pepe.
Yeah.
I'm pouring acid on his babe.
Yeah,
it happens. Yeah. Like, it's just not hearsay. Serious? Like, things like this are really
pouring acid on people.
I'm telling you, like, okay, for example, you're jealous that, okay, for example, now, maybe your man leaves you for somebody else, and maybe you're not as good looking. You're just upset that, is it because she's pretty? Is it because what does she have that I don't have?
You'll be scrolling through her IG.
Her IG, like, oh, okay, so she has this hair. She has this hair. Okay, he bought her this car, but he never bought me this car. I'm going to throw acid on her. So it's like sometimes people are just upset. They never, of course, like there's the pretty people. Like, I'm not denying it, but some of us got it because of what is in our polo.
There's this practice.
Okay.
I think it's breast ironing. They do it in some parts of Nigeria.
Some parts of Africa.
Africa. When they notice that the girl's breasts are getting bigger, they go iron the
press it down
because of maybe they no steam. I don't really. to be honest, I don't really have in-depth knowledge about why. I've read about it too. Do you get?
For a year?
Yeah.
In this country?
I don't.
But yeah, like there's it in a part of Nigeria, but it's dominant in like all them East Africa and all that.
Oh, okay.
Some parts
East
of
Africa, them Somali.
Yeah, all those places.
Okay.
They'll iron out the breast because someone they look too attractive.
Okay, already looking too attractive. So let me see. And oh my God, see, let's go back to our childhood. My mom never did this, but there are people who's like, they're like, oh, okay,
they'll cut a girl child hair because she's looking fine.
Because maybe a boy looked at her.
Yeah. Or they start talking to a boy.
Yeah, I'll cut her hair. It's just annoying. Like, It's literally annoying, but what can we do? It's society, it's Nigeria. A lot of people,
so that's the thing. I don't like that. What can we do? Question with societal issues, because obviously it's not something that you can fix in one day, but I think it's something we can push to change the mindset.
Education is very important.
Because
if you're educated, you don't.
Another thing too, we need to challenge ourselves to combat internalized biases in the form of even marketing and school employment, all of these things. It has to start from us, everybody as a person. You get so you said that thing of you just look at another babe just instant jealousy because you know the funny thing. Now I even want to go to pretty people's side. I want to fight for pretty people now. In the sense of people who assume they got that role because they're fine. Maybe they're actually
people just assume just by
you get people who just downgrade them
because this phone because she slept with this man.
Because she's just fine. Or maybe she actually worked hard. Maybe she actually studied.
That's actually a problem now.
Do you understand?
It's a big problem.
You walk into a room with 5 beautiful women. A 6th woman is walking in. All the babes are upset. They will bond because you really want to say hi to this girl. But you cannot because Lagos standard has said you should not say hi to this girl.
Even in
and you just be sizing her shoe, her Hermes.
Instant jealousy. Instant jealousy because of she's. You get so pretty people too, they actually go through quite a number of that's why I'm fighting for them now because they've been in situations where they actually got this thing because of the value they can offer. Yeah. You get not because of their face or because
it's they never give us a chance to say why we got it. It's just I beg, it's because you're pretty.
I know is that there's this conversation that is always happening when they say, Nollywood actresses are bagging
deals,
the most deals, or they're getting the most expensive cars, yada yada, and what are they really doing just that? And people don't really deep it outside the asking this women my own business and everything. But it was thinking that is their beauty. Men are giving them money. Blah, blah, yeah.
Maybe they're actually working at some of these women will actually turn these things down, all these free gifts or free opportunities. If there's some women that is it because of how I look, you're giving me this show? I'm sorry if that is why. I am sorry, I wouldn't do this if that's why. If you're not giving based on my CV or what I can do. Yeah. That also stems down to what can we do to challenge pretty privilege. Bro, we need to all those actively we need to actually fight it, all those privileges. Even you a pretty person that if you are true to yourself and you want to actually fight it, you say you're giving me this role because I'm fine or pretty.
In this country.
In Nigeria.
where the least person is earning 30K.
Bro, do you get
in this country?
If you see free, this
but it doesn't starts from us, but it mostly starts from the people in power. So if the people in power decide I'm not gonna give you this role because you're not beautiful, and actually look inward to actual talented people who may not have that beauty standard, that's when the change will start. It starts with people in the power. People in power are not random people like us, bloody civilians.
But we still have our role to play individually.
No, we don't have any role to play.
Let me tell you something.
We have our role to play.
Let me tell you how.
No, I don't want this job, but you get me because I'm pretty. Who would do that?
I would do that if I.
Oh my god, I don't want this because I'm pretty. Damn me, please don't.
Okay, no, I'm not saying turn down jobs. I'm saying don't give people stuff because you think you're pretty. Do you understand? All these men that send your account number to slide into DMs, don't be doing that, bro. Yeah,
down at your personal.
You're raising the standard. You're raising the bar.
You're making it hard for us.
You're making it hard for us to get babes.
But you guys, men also have pretty privilege, Joe.
Let me tell you how men have this pretty privilege.
Handsome privilege.
I'll just tell you a circumstance or a scenario.
Okay.
Have you seen when situations where 3 hot Michael B. Jordan looking, Damson Idris looking, that's guys.
There's Washington looking.
They just chill.
Jonathan Majors looking.
And a babes or a group of other babes are just walking past them and they're catcalling and harassing them with words and say, "Hey, shorty, mama, pull up, come through now. What you saying?"
You get cussing you bitch,
those ones,
pull up.
Those babes, that first reaction usually is to kind of who be this guy? Let me shot this. And then they see that it's actually some good.
Yeah, good looking.
Like, hey, boys,
Hi, daddy. Hi, daddy.
But if now baboon looking, bro,
drag you.
if you don't see far from baboon,
Don't you know your level? Don't you know your level?
It's what's the meaning of that? What's the meaning of that? They will change them. You get like, even if like your vision now walks up to you now and says something like, pull up, come to my bedroom, I want to make you wet tonight. Something like that. Something that's like that.
I promise you I will laugh.
Yeah, wait.
I would actually laugh.
Wait.
Okay.
And a guy that is close to baboon
laugh.
just come meet you, say, auntie, pull out to my bedroom. I want to make you wet.
Auntie, let's like Rema. What are you doing to me, auntie?
Do you get when somebody like Rema now sing all those lyrics of like soundgasm?
Rema, yes. But
sound like all those lyrics in soundgasm now. Just like let's just remove baby get your body. I just make Rema talk that thing to you and make a baboon ask this.
So the thing is I don't like sexual conversations. Like imagine looking at me and say, baby, let me make you wet. Let me do this. Let's go to the bed. Let's smash. I go start laughing. I will actually start laughing because of all the things you could say.
I also what I'm saying to like start a conversation.
Wait. Just understand where I'm coming from with this. Understand where I'm coming from with this scenario. I'm trying to say like your reaction towards a better looking guy will be different from your reaction towards average or below average looking person. So that's where like beauty privilege or handsome privilege can come from.
If you check Twitter, all those tweets where they screenshot DMs and post on.
Yeah.
It's always the ugly guys.
It's always the ugly guys. It's always the ugly guys.
Yeah.
But the thing is, because Dami mentioned if you're fine with men, you have to have beards, you have to be dark looking, you have to have six packs, you have to be 6 feet. But it's like with them, you have to look like this first. So you know the same way with if a guy should see a girl now, okay. First instant, she's pretty, she's light skinned, she's slim, she has yash and everything. If a girl should see a guy, you have to have all these features first before they now even say, do you even have a car? Do you understand? So
that's what I'm saying. Society is appearance fixated. That one will draw your attention first.
When he doesn't have a car, I beg. They would rather be with somebody who is not all that to their standard, but at least drives a car, has a house,
has 6 cars. Mugabe once said, a woman will choose a man with 6 cars than 6 packs.
Of course.
No, cars of
course.
You get like a man with money, obviously.
Because,
but obviously, appearance. If you now have like 6 cars and you have that 6 abs, like soft boys, soft looking. You get that's when you know they are
like Mbappe. Mbappe is my spec. Soft.
Mbappe, if you are watching this.
I speak French. Je parle français. Je m'appelle Stephanie Nneoma Mbachu.
Coupé,
call me daddy.
Bonjour les voici.
But yeah, man, just people that are like, you know, close to like average looking, they just we need to understand that, you know, everybody deserves love and equal respect, irrespective of how you look or how pretty you are or how symmetrical or how how your bum bum is shaped.
So you know, guys do pretty privilege for guys too. Like for example, if you want to go and play ball now, sometimes they will not look who kids, who soft pass. Now they go pick for sets. You know soft boy.
I don't think so. For where they play ball, now who get rugged face?
Are you serious?
Because you go sure say that on play ball. Now boys they keep up past this and you play ball.
And most guys, they look at guys that look well so that they'll see if they can connect.
Yeah. Guys who
they can connect.
How you speak?
My boss, I hail. It's because his father is somebody in office. That's why you are hailing him.
We loyal.
We are loyal. Man, you people are liars.
Bro.
You know the funny thing here, even pretty privilege, it appears like group of friends. Like you can't join a group of friends because of how they look. You know, some days what they
I
will
have
do
a story to tell.
What they will do is
what they
will do is, you know, maybe or you're in a group of friends, like your closest friend, maybe childhood friend, and maybe one is not just as attractive as the rest of you. Some people will post
you won't post her
and they won't post the other one, and maybe that one has even been
it happens in real time.
Your thick and through friend, you know, the one that the friend has been in need, but because she's not just as attractive or as
you don't want people to see that this is my friend, she knows that. I have a real story to tell.
It happens even in friendship groups, but I think you have more.
Okay, so and I'm not shading anybody, it's okay. I stopped being friends with a particular person because I felt like I didn't, because the thing with me is, and this is not me trying to feel like, oh, I'm one of a kind. I'm one of 1 million. But at the end of the day, I'm more of a natural, like I like natural hair, like braids, natural, not all of those things. But I felt like she was a bone straight, lashes on fleek, nails on fleek, makeup, everything on fleek. And I just, it's just that intuition that's like, oh, these two different worlds. She would always post the people that looked like Snapchat babes.
Yeah.
When we are always out. And it was just like, it's just something I picked up.
Yeah.
I just picked it up. Like, we're out, which is so weird because I'm even more popular than all those other people. So it was, and this is not me trying to say anything, but it was just like,
she would post the ones that look like a certain standard.
Like a certain way, like Lagos standard, girls, like when all of us are out at night, should look, it was very, I know, it was just something I picked up. I was just like, I don't want to be friends because when you are at your lowest, these girls are not going to be here
for you,
drying your tears. Exactly. It was just annoying. Like, it's a story to tell. And you people need to stop. You people want to become friends with people because of how they look or how fine they are or how rich their parents are. It's actually really weird. Like, be watching your friendships, to be honest.
It's nice that you mentioned how, some women, because obviously you're a woman, so like you experience it firsthand.
Yeah.
How there's this Lagos babe looking beauty standard, bone straight, ashewo clothes, yash, all of these things. And how you have a friend that would post her friends that look like that and not post you because you're more of the braids, baggy jeans type of babe and all of these things. So it's funny, man, and I think it's also part of pretty.
I actually have an experience.
But I feel that one is like beauty standards in Lagos,
In Lagos,
you're pretty now, you're very fine. You get so like even if she posts you, there's some people when you see people post some babes in like baggy shirt and all of these things, look so pretty. Like,
so all of us will go out. So my friends always have a problem with me. They're always like, Stephanie, you never wear makeup. I don't wear makeup because it's actually very stressful. If I actually can apply, I would try. It's just, it takes time and I don't like to waste my time. So, they were complaining that I don't wear makeup. So we had all gone out, just look for her birthday. Before God and man, she posted everybody but me.
Bro, that's crazy.
She actually did post everybody but me. And I was just like, now so what they do for a year?
You see, that also...
Did you speak to her about it?
So the thing with me is, people think I give a fuck. I actually do. But the thing with me is I'm quick to switch off. Like, I can wake up tomorrow and decide that this person don't fuck up. You guys come out my circle. Like, that's the way I think. Like,
One time.
Like, there's no need for confrontation. I'm too old. I'm literally too old to be sitting, except I've decided that you will be in my life forever. But at this point in my life, I don't want to be saying, oh my God, but you posted me. Like, imagine having a conversation like, you posted me, you did not post me in a friendship. Like, when I'm looking for money. when Whiskey was 23, was he not already a million? Like,
bro, in this time,
I should be having a conversation. You posted me. It's something I clicked and I was just like, I clocked rather. And I was just like, I'm not in the mood.
I get you, and it still boils down to the roles of social media and digital platforms. What they have to do in this way of like pushing out pretty privilege, and we have gotten to a point where social media beauty standards, it aids a certain beauty standards and like how you perceive people that are pretty and all of these things.
Yeah.
So. I think everybody just as a whole just needs to collectively know how to treat everybody with equal respect and equal love, regardless of how they look appearance-wise, man.
Yeah.
Somebody can be handsome or somebody can be not that attractive, Everybody, it still boils down to what you can offer as a person, your value that you can give. So just work towards. I'm not saying like physical appearance because obviously like that's what forget pretty privilege. They will look at your physical appearance first because whether we like it or not, the world is always going to be appearance fixated.
Appearance, so, like, always.
Dress well, look good, smell like, nice. You get like
dress to get addressed at the end of the day. Like just
dress
always
to
stand
make a
out.
statement.
Yeah, always stand out. Even if
no
you're
go
not
overdress.
no go overdress. But
But dress, do things, groom yourself well. It's just like let people even catch your attention, then show them what you can offer.
Then show them what you can offer. Because your outfit will make up for your not so acceptable face. Don't get me wrong, but you guys understand what I'm saying. So if you look nice, they're just like, you just stood out. Now let me take you. When they pick you up, you'll now have to prove a point because you have to work twice as hard. Prove to them that you deserve to be there at the end of the day. Dress how you want to be addressed.
So we've gotten to the end of today episode.
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I hope you guys follow Stephanie on everywhere.
So my name is Stephanie Nneoma Mbachu, meaning crown good mother, and they will not chase me out of my mother's house. But they won't chase me out of my father's house. That's what Mbachu means, and that's why I stand by it. My name is my spirit. My name is my shield. I always say my name, but like my Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, everything is Mbachu Stephanie, Mbachu, then Stephanie. Everything. I also own a podcast in case you guys want to tap in. The SNM podcast. I say shit. Like I'm not even interested in promoting that podcast because I don't want people to know what goes on in my life. But it's the SNM podcast. I'm a writer. I can do a lot of things, to be honest. I'm always in front of a camera. But
So make sure you guys subscribe. You share to your friends.
This is the best podcast.
Subscribe or comment. Tell your friend
to tell a friend
to tell her family to tell his
their
family.
Friends, family, foes,
to tell
enemies,
their pretty friend.
Everybody to tap in, because the truth was said. This is the holy. I beg. I was about to say this is the holy Bible. I said, God will not be happy with me.
But we've got to the end of today's episode, and we hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch us, pre-order Davido's album, follow Stephanie on every. You guys can see like appreciation of Stephanie. Like you get good energy, good vibe.
Always.
Very good energy. I'm very opinionated.
Of course, I say shit.
Good. You made solid and valid points, and it was always good to have like a feminine side of view on this topic.
Do you know what's weird? I say a lot of shit, but my friend was telling me that I'm not very opinionated on Twitter. But I actually say a lot of shit. Like, I'm not the Twitter. I don't do it. I rather say shit in person. I say shit in person.
It happens. People are like that. So.
But I don't want to be chaotic because I'm trying to build a brand. Like,
exactly.
I don't want people to trace that I said shit about this person.
Maybe when you blow it out,
they can't do it.
You said this you.
But I'm a nice person. I don't like to say shit about people.
Exactly. So
thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for.
We love you.
Share. Peace out.
Bye, guys.